Welcome, Virgo, to your September 2023 reading, and happy birthday, Virgo, for all of you Virgos born in September. I hope you have a great month. Now, this month, I'm using the Light Seers Tarot deck, and I will be clarifying with my mini Rider-Waite deck as well after we've gone through these initial cards. Now, like I do every month, I'm offering you a free mini reading if you are a new subscriber. So just click on the subscribe button and in the comment section below, put new subscriber, free mini reading, or new subscriber, and ask a question if you've got a specific question, and I will give you a mini reading. Now, for everyone else, if you want to ask a question as well, so if you're already a subscriber, you don't want to subscribe, you're a new viewer, whatever it is, you can also just ask a question and I will give you a yes or a no answer, or if a short message comes out, I will share that with you as well. But let's get into this month's reading. Now, Virgo, you've got a lot of fiery energy here in the month of September. And I feel like for a lot of you, you have been really working on a project. Certainly, for some of you, you may even be sort of struggling with getting a project done. But I feel like for a lot of you, you have done what you have to do, or in September certainly you are going to have done all the training, done all the hard work, put in all of the effort, really stretched yourself here, and now all is left for you to do is sit back and wait for your ships to come in, essentially, because you've got the Three of Wands and the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands is that card of you. A lot of people talk about this card as being a card of conflict, but it's kind of like creative conflict in a way. And it's also about learning and getting better. If you and getting yourself to that next level that you have aimed for, that you've been aiming for, or that you've certainly been working on for a while. And like I said, for some of you, you might not like this feeling of having to kind of sit back, let it go, and wait for the results to show themselves. And you might be worried about it for some of you. You might be feeling a little bit stuck because you can't do anything about this situation. But don't worry, because once the Three of Wands shows up, it really does show that you have been, you've been doing all that you have to do. You sort of are at this point now where there's not much more, as I said, you can do, and you are in this place where all you can do is wait. But feel confident that things are going to be happening positively for you. Now, for a lot of you, you may have been feeling a little bit bored, a little bit unsatisfied, just feeling like something is missing. And I see in September that you are going to be also walking away from a situation that is making you feel a little bit like this, a little bit bored, a little bit stagnant. But this is a decision that you're making. You're not being forced to do it. And I always feel like the Eight of Cups, when it shows up in a reading, is actually a really nice card, because you're making a decision to move on from a situation that wasn't serving you, that isn't bringing you what it is that you want, and you are walking towards that beautiful sunrise, sunset, who knows, in the distance on the Eight of Cups there. And you don't really know where it is that you're going, but you know that you don't want to stay where you are anymore, and you're moving out of this situation. And this can be a place where you have been feeling mentally strained, mentally stuck, feeling like you're going nowhere. I mean, 2 8s here. The 8s are very auspicious cards. So this is telling me that there is movement forward and you are going to be able to release yourself of any of these feelings of stress, of worry, of boredom, of not being satisfied, of not having what you want. And you're moving into the Emperor energy here. What a powerful card this is. This is a card of you organizing your life, organizing your thoughts, your emotions, organizing a project. The Emperor card is a card of leadership and of strength. Now, this does represent an Aries as well. So some of you may have a significant Aries that you could be someone from the past as well that you have been thinking about or having some nostalgia about, or you might even be thinking back to a time in your life where you were that emperor. You were the one that was strong and in control and had the power to navigate your world, your job, your career, your emotions. And you might be thinking back to this time in September and really hoping and wishing that things return to the way they were in a way. You've got the star here, so I feel like you've really been working towards a wish come true here for a lot of you. The star card is a card of success, and I always say if there's one word that you can use to describe the star card, it is faith. And a lot of you are putting a lot of faith into getting what it is that you want, fulfilling a dream that perhaps you had from the past. And a lot of you are also, you've got the star card right next to the 8 of Swords. And the 8 of Swords is, that self-imposed prison that sometimes we put ourselves in. Often this is mentally, because the swords are all about the mind, the way we communicate, and you might be feeling like you aren't able to express yourself, your ideas, your thoughts, your intellect almost. You're not able to express yourself and you're feeling quite trapped, and you're hoping that this changes. And I really feel like this will be for you, because I feel like you're going to be harnessing that Emperor energy, and getting to where it is that you want to be in the next stages in life. And things are certainly happening in September. Now, the 4 of Cups, as I touched on before, this is that card of you actually feeling a little bit bored in your life, feeling like looking back at the past and having nostalgia about, how things were in the past, perhaps even. But the message of the 4 of Cups always is, be careful that you don't miss this amazing opportunity that is going to be coming in for you. Often when you, in a traditional deck, you would see that cup of God, the hand of God coming through the clouds and offering the cup to the person in the cards. But in this particular deck, if you look at it, you can see these bowls are all stacked up here, one on top of the other. She's almost like discarded those. But here in this bowl, there's amazing rainbows and beautiful colors just streaming out. And she's not even looking at those. She's kind of looking off into the distance, thinking about what it is that she's missing, or feeling a bit blur, a bit lackluster, and possibly even looking back into the past when it doesn't serve you here. But this can be an opportunity that is coming in for you here. And I feel like if a lot of you do make a decision to move on, there could be something that you might miss. So before you actually make that decision, really focus on what's being offered to you. As I said, yeah, try not to focus too much on the negative. Keep that mindset really positive. Now, for a lot of you, there could be this amazing opportunity that is coming back from the past that was offered to you previously, and now it's coming back in, and you may grab that and move forward in a really successful way here, just because the Six of Cups is there. Now, for some of you, you might be thinking about your kids as well. The Six of Cups, I mean, you know, if it is your birthday month, this is quite normal. I think you might be thinking about your kids, especially if they're not with you right now. But this, yeah, the Six of Cups is beautiful, loving, wonderful energy that really makes you happy as well, thinking back at the past there. Now, I'm going to get the clarification cards. Now, this is a tiny little deck, but whoa, I love using it. Actually, when I was doing your cards, Virgo, this is what happened. They all just flew out in a clump. So now you've got potentially a Pisces in your life, someone that you are making a happy home with, someone that is really was a joy in your home anyway. This could be, again, to do with this wonderful celebration. But the moon is a card of secrets, and it's a card of mystery sometimes. And it's also a card of intuitive messages coming through for you. And I feel like things are going to be coming in quite fast as well. Just because you've got the Knight of Wands here, this is energy that comes in fast. Again, a lot of fiery energy. The Four of Wands, the Three of Wands, the Five of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Emperor. You know, this is very fiery energy here as well. So things are happening quite quickly around your home as well. You're getting a lot of passion back about where you live, and perhaps even making a lot of changes around your home and doing things swiftly, but with a lot of passion and a lot of energy. Now, you've got the Hangman, and I really like the Hangman and the Knight of Wands, because I feel like, you know, and it's interesting that the Hangman sort of comes out in right over the Four of Cups there and the Eight of Cups here. Now, the Hangman is that card of feeling like you're going nowhere, sort of being in suspended animation almost, but in doing this, you are able to look at the world from a different perspective and see things that could be of value that perhaps you didn't see before. So it's quite interesting here. I feel like September, you are going to be getting a lot of messages, you're going to be really busy around your home as well. This is that card, the Four of Wands there. This is that card of home, of stability. This is also a marriage card. So for some of you, there could be a marriage here with a Pisces or with an Aries. But this could be just, you know, as I said, this is a stable, secure home. You're building something here for the future. And yeah, I feel like you're looking at things from a different perspective in September as well. Now, the Eight of Wands, as I said, it's interesting. This is the Arrows of Love. And that's the marriage. That's also a marriage card. So I am absolutely feeling that some of you are finding a new relationship, getting in a new relationship, falling in love, getting married, or certainly building a stable home with someone significant. Now, you've got a Capricorn here as well in the Devil card. So could be a Capricorn that you're marrying or falling in love with here. But I feel like if you've been struggling with any kind of addictions, it's interesting, the devil, and the Eight of Swords, this is very similar energy. The Eight of Swords is you feeling stuck mentally, not going anywhere, feeling trapped, feeling like you can't get out of a certain situation. And the devil, in a way, is also a card of being bound to something, being chained. I mean, if you look at the imagery here, you see these two figures that have chains around their neck like a collar, and they're chained to the post that the devil is sitting on. And this talks about you feeling stuck or chained to something that is preventing you from being free, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, physically even. But what the message of both of these cards is you actually have the power to get out of this situation. It's just an illusion. And the fact that you've got the Moon card here, this talks about even though you might be feeling stuck or trapped, it's not real. You have the ability, and you've got the Temperance card here. You've got the ability to get out of this situation. Now, the Temperance card is the card for Sagittarian. So you've got some significant people here around you. But Temperance is also you melding things together. It's a card of almost alchemy. You look at the imagery here, the angel is pouring fluid from one cup to the other, and she's mixing and melding. This has very much magician kind of energy, where you are really creating you can create your own reality here. And I feel like the Hangman is really giving you this boost as well. You are really going to be looking, as I said, looking at things from a different way, assessing things differently, and really getting some clarity here about this devil energy and of you feeling stuck. Now, some of you could be struggling with addictions here, and this can be, anything that people can get addicted to, this can relate to. So it's not even drugs or alcohol or smoking, but it can be exercising too much. It can be cleaning your house, obsessive compulsive kind of disorders. You can get out of these if you just by changing the way you look at things, I feel, in September. Now let's get some more clarifying cards out. Wow, you got the Three of Wands twice. So this is talking about you just waiting. Be patient. Things are going to be happening for you. You've been putting a lot of energy, a lot of effort, a lot of work, perhaps, in trying to overcome some of these feelings of being stuck. And for some of you, this can be a work-related thing as well. Just because wands are often about your job, what you're passionate about here. So you are really going to be creating some situations in September that are going to get you to where it is you want to go, Virgo. Get you to a wish that you've had for quite some time, or certainly a wish from the past that is now showing up again in September. And often when it's our birthdays, we do kind of think back at the past. It is one of those times where we remember things from the past and remember how things were, have nostalgic memories about that kind of stuff, and it makes us want to often get that get those times back, or it makes you reassess your life. Look at, just like the Hangman card said, look at things from a different perspective and make some plans about the future that are going to take you to where it is you want to go. And the fact that you've got the Emperor and the Temperance, this is making plans, organizing things, get things structured and in place, and know where things are, where you want to go, what's your next step. Really have control of certain situations here, and I feel like in September you are absolutely going to be doing that, Virgo. So I hope that resonated with you. Please leave me comments. Don't forget, if you want to subscribe, you are eligible for a free mini reading. And for everyone else, if you've got a question, please ask as well, and I'll shuffle my cards and give you that yes or no answer. So have a great month, Virgo. Happy birthday again, and I hope to see you next month. Bye.